Yes, in fact, when I came back from my trip to India, I really encountered tremendous problems and challenges, especially with the people in the mosque. At that time, being a young adult, I was the vice president of the Muslim youth group. I also used to lead the namaz at times, the daily prayers, and I used to call the azan, the holy call to pray. And so some of the members in the mosque knew that I had started to believe in Sai Baba, that I had gone to India to meet him. And it so happened that in the holy month of Ramadan, which is the month designated to fast for 30 days, there is one particular night called Laylatul Qadr night, where Muslims are supposed to wake the entire night, engaging in recitation of the Quran, in zikr or jap, and chanting the name and so on. And so to wake the whole night, I did that as well. But I also, to pass the time in a spiritual way, I took one book of Sai Baba with me in the mosque. And lo and behold, one of the management mosque board members saw the book that I was reading. And it really upset him. So they had a mosque board meeting and they took away my position first as vice president of the youth group. They banned me from leading the prayers, the daily prayers, and they took away the duty of calling the holy call to pray. People in the mosque who used to treat me as their very own son and call me son, now they passed me straight. They shrugged their shoulders. They felt now that I was an outcast, that I had converted to a different religion. And so the treatment became very hostile. Well, I felt very hurt from the inception. I felt very hurt. I felt that I did not deserve to be treated this way. But also, what also came was that an understanding of why they also behaved that way. Now I was praying to Sai Baba because now I had accepted him as my guru, as my divine master. And through my belief and practicing his teachings, in my heart I was becoming a better Muslim. And so when I used to go to the mosque and receive this treatment, I prayed and I said, Swami, from now on I will stay away because it's causing too much of turmoil and agony in these people. So after a while I stopped. But Swami works in miraculous ways. After a year or two, my mother organized what you call a Quranic reading, a Maulud, where you invite members of the mosque to read and interpret the Holy Quran and sing qasidas or devotional songs of Islam. And when she did that, having my belief very strong and anchored in Sai now, I requested my mother to say a few words after everyone had spoken. And I said to them very lovingly that whether you call him Rama, Krishna, Allah, it is the same God. And most important is not our belief in God that is important, but how that belief overflows into our conduct and behavior. And God is going to look at the purity of our heart and our intentions. And I said, regardless of religion, purity of heart and conduct are most important. And I also said, no religion is greater than the other because all belongs to God and He has no favorites. The most amazing thing happened afterwards. The Imam of the mosque came up to me and said, Brother Fize, what a good message you've given.
Oh my God.
So I was so shocked. I said, Swami, these are the same people who literally discarded me from the mosque. When I inquired a little further, when I had come back from India on that first trip, through Bhagwan's grace and will, I had started to give little messages on his birth, life and teachings throughout the country. And I came to know some of the Muslims in the mosque had attended some of those sessions, being invited by Sai devotees to come. So they had heard the message of Sai Baba. And so the message, that universal message, was beginning to take root in their heart, however small.